Hey, welcome. I'm Walker. This is a random specific reading for a water sign. So someone that has Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces predominantly in their chart. Oh, look at that. Whew. This is another love reading, isn't it? Yep. 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 Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah. So this is someone else in your... This is someone else that brings a lot of chaos, drama, aggression, antagonization, it's like someone has a toxic doppelganger in their life. I'm just going to say it how I see it. Someone who has a lot of disorders. They have a lot of disorders. It's like they cannot either work on an addiction that they've had for a long time, or they can't get out of a delusion that is very, very toxic. It's very destructive. So I don't know that this is anything you have to do except for stand up for yourself in not making excuses for someone. Okay, because how you really feel is fed up. You're sick of it. Someone took your kindness for weakness. If this is a former relationship, in this deck, it talks about two people who once gazed longingly, oh, goes my throat, longingly at each other, are now turned away from each other. So it could be that you had to say goodbye to a deep connection, a powerful connection, a marriage, friends with benefits that never really went anywhere. Or if that's not it, it's like a family member or a friend who keeps insisting that they'll change and that they're going to fight for themselves, or they're going to fight for you, but their loyalty lies elsewhere. So with ensemble win here, even if you haven't teamed up with your new best friend, soulmate, love of your life, the one, yet you're fighting for the both of you right now. This is about the legacy. So if you have dreams of meeting someone and falling in love, and I choose you, you choose me, sort of a monogamous relationship, that's exactly what this is. But right now you need to fight for that. Meaning something about the one that's lost in the sauce here that maybe you had a little bit too much empathy for in the past, they need to go. Okay. So if you're like, could you narrow it down a little? Maybe you've got a lot of contemptuous people. If this is work, if you're the boss, this is about letting someone go. If this is your dream, if the love of your life is this business, corporation, restaurant, store, side hustle, whatever it is. It's someone that's had more than one chance. They've had so many chances here, and it's just they're bringing a lot of it's like someone that can walk into a room of calm people, and when they walk out, everyone's fighting. It's like in the past you made excuses for them because you're a very empathic person. So with what not to do here, it's like this person knows how to get you to back off when you're asking too many questions. And then when it's been long enough and you've forgiven them, they come back, but it's just more of the same. So do not have empathy for this person. If it's borrow ideas, it's just they're kind of parroting back what you say. Yeah, I've totally changed. Like, you could be looking at this person and they're telling you that they're clean and they're just green in the face. They're just absolutely green in the face. Or they have a friend. Look at the horse. This is from a painting my friend Ronnie gave me. Don't know who painted it, where it's from, what it is. Just took a picture of it for my card. But look at that horse. So it could be that this person has someone behind them that's like shady and shifty as F. And it's, you know, that it's not just going to be dealing with that person, but it's like, you know, it's not just John as John and Yoko, but they're both in their kind of drug addicted, toxic, codependent phase. That is what you're walking away from. If you haven't already, don't let it come back. This is something that you need to let go forever. And I don't know that you need to have a come to Jesus moment with this person. I feel like the standing up for this new love after you've already turned away from this person because you know that it's not the love of your life. I do forever. Yes, it's not that. You already know. This is what you're working towards. This is for you. Okay, so if you're angry about something, don't let it go. But don't try to get a sort of explanation. Don't try to get an apology. I feel like they'll tell you whatever you want to hear. And they're, yeah, of course I quit drinking. Of course I quit doping. Of course I quit. Whatever it is. And addictions come in all shapes and sizes and forms. And so does abuse. And so does gaslighting. So this is a situation where you've had to say goodbye. You have to walk away. It's part of your growth. With snake here, there's something about a divine alchemy here. You've already learned this lesson. Whoever it is that's lost in the sauce, whoever it is that got the message over and over again, whether it was from you or their team or their higher power. They needed to stop. They needed to quit. They needed to tell the truth. They needed to stop just repeating what they thought you wanted to hear, just to get out of the room so that they could go and do whatever. It was holding you back from this. From this. You have real honey coming to you. You have a real successful, fruitful, productive, nutritious, enjoyable, sweet love coming to you. So this person's going to be real sweet to you. They're going to be real nice to you. They're going to tell you how beautiful you are and how smart you are and how much they love you all the time. How cute your smile is. What do they love about you? Let's go there. Since you're like, all right, you're preaching to the choir here. Good, growth. This is for my growth. You're not going to repeat the same mistake. If this is a new relationship, This is not what it was before. You've successfully completed that cycle in your life there. What are they going to love about you? There's these. And then what are you going to love about them? So you've already decided, all right, is there going to be like a final goodbye here before I move on with it? Or is it over already? No. No. The closure that you want is not there, you know? It's like you going from the Five of Cups just back to the Four of Cups, just more feeling like you're not heard or ignored, or like I said, they're just parroting back what you want to hear and they're green in the face. No, I'm not using drugs, and they've got like white powder all over their nose. Don't regress. Don't waste time. It's something that you have already seen with the critical eye because you had to do it. Okay, so you've already turned away. Keep that same momentum and know that fighting to release this toxic relationship, it could be a Scorpio. But I don't think it's bittersweet goodbye. I think it's just bitter. So don't expect closure. Don't expect an explanation. It's just kind of like go cold turkey, cut off game, block 'em and bless 'em, never look back. Okay. So what's your new one gonna love about you? And then you. Should I pull a sex card? Yeah. This one for you. Okay. Oh. Oh. Hold on. What does that mean? Is this like a... Oh, okay. So it's literally the life cycle library use of the cards here. What one of you is afraid to tell the other, what the other is afraid to tell the other. So what the one is going to love, let's see. Oh, it might be that you're an air sign or they're an air sign, but you're going to love that they're going to let you know that they want to marry you right away, that it's serious, that it's official, that it's like in front of God and everyone. You don't have to be on the defense. They're not going to ignore you. They want to win with you. They want you to win. And they want you to want them to win. And they're going to tell you how they feel if you ask them. They might not be like a blah, 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 but if you ask them how they're feeling, they'll tell you the truth, which sounds like a complete turnaround from whatever that was. So that's awesome. Physical attributes here. Let me see. Brass instrument. Huh. First memory. First memory. They could have a connection to your childhood or a place you went in your childhood, or it's like a smell that you can't quite place. It's like a memory that's brass instrument. This is a magical moment for them. Or switch it. However, this is a very, very magical moment for them. It's like a space and it... What? Oh my God. I think they're already in love with you. Yeah, they're already in love with you. They're just biding their time. They want to do it right. They're taking care of the little details because they want to make this moment magical, either when they come in or when they propose, if you're already together. So, yeah, there is a proposal there, if you were wondering. They're longing for you every second of the day. They think you're perfect. They'd make a statue of you and just look at you all day. They think you're just absolutely a goddess or a god. You're just divine. They didn't know longing until they knew you. Okay. Till there was you, like that song. They love that you're willing to maybe change your mind, or you're willing to hear them out. Like their opinion matters to you, and that's so sexy to them. So maybe they came from a relationship where it was just like, just go look beautiful and shut up, something like that. They love that you care what they think. They love that you will ask them how they feel about something before they make a major decision. Or reverse it, but it's really sexy. And then there's also an inheritance there. And in my card, it's more about the Pueblo there. That's an oven, old school. It's thousands and thousands of years old. Heritage, wisdom. So there's a family there that you will be accepted into. And that inheritance, that abundance, that home, that safety will feel very natural to you. And if you don't have a close family, the one that you were always longing for will be there. And they will love you. And you will become family, if you were wondering. You don't have to worry about like hateful, bitter, dragon lady mother-in-laws or father-in-laws or anything like that, okay? As far as the other one, what they're going to love about the other, they can't get enough. It's like more, more, more. This is their happy ending. They think you're so brave. They think you're so strong. They think you're so magical, or they will. They can't get enough. It's just like, that's what I want. That's it. That's for me. That's what I want. That's my nourishment. That's my joy. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy all the time. Cancel your plans. It doesn't matter what they were planning on doing. So don't feel any guilt or shame if they have a lot of momentum in one way and they're like, "Arr!" This is someone who's in control of their destiny. This is someone who's in control of their emotions. But they're willing to see where it goes. So, look, when flooded, turn around, don't drown. These signs in New Mexico, I love it when I see that. It makes me happy. So it's like, don't drown in all this happiness. Your enemies are going to have to choke on watching you love and thrive, and just, this person can't be there for it. They'd mess up everything. So it's like this person's sort of like an energy vampire on your time, on your willpower, and on your potential to just get on into this beautiful, loving relationship. Because that's what you're fighting for when you release this toxic person. There's no end to the sweetness coming for you. So you're very sweet to each other. Very, very sweet. It's very kind and compassionate. Giving. They see you as a beautiful, delicate flower. And they'll make sure that nothing ever crushes you or could come close enough to you to ever crush you or hurt you or affect you. And this could be, if you're in the military, it could be that you're about to be rewarded for something. Let them reward you. Thank you for your service. Now you can retire. Now you can be in love. Now you can sit back. So what they're afraid to tell you here. They could have, I don't think that this is even going to phase you. It's like something that might be very embarrassing for their family from a religious point of view or something, but they have a half brother. They don't want to tell you that, but I think you'll be okay with that. You know, it's like, okay, and they're like, yeah, and you're like, all right. And that's kind of that. So I don't think it's as scary as they think it's going to be to tell you about that their family maybe isn't as perfect as it appears to be, or there might be like this thing that we don't really talk about, so don't really bring it up. Maybe something like that. Or you could be joining the family right when it comes out about some sort of half brother, half sibling of the past. Okay, like maybe a genealogy sort of thing, and it's like, oh wow, okay, just go with it. It's fine. It'll be all right. Or if that's your family, they don't care. They could care less, really. On the other hand, here, the other side, the other person might be afraid to say the whole truth and nothing but the truth about some exploitation that happened to them when they were a child, when they were a minor. But again, it's something that you will, or they will, lovingly support, embrace. Do whatever you need to let that person feel heard and protected so they can heal. Or if there's some minor adjustments you have to do with your own sexuality because of some trauma in the past, that's nothing that can't be worked out. So if this starts off as super hardcore crush physical longing, but you make a sort of promise to each other before you connect sexually, I think that would be really good here. And then when you feel really trusting of each other, you can come out with these things that might be scary to talk about or that have been brushed sort of under the rug in the family or just in your own life because of your career. But I think that this is going to be an honest, open, beautiful, loving relationship. But step one is fighting for it. And you fight for it by releasing this toxic person. Otherwise, it will just be another false start. And you might be able to see how making excuses for this person when you should have released them long ago has wasted a lot of your precious time. A little too much sympathy for the devil, maybe. Because what you have coming to you, it's not balled up fists. It's not having to constantly walk on eggshells or wonder if they're coming back or wonder if they care or wonder if they're going to hurt you that day. None of that, no. This is all good. This is all sweet. This is all honey. You're going to love it. So keep up those boundaries that you've already decided that needed to be there. And if you have, congratulations on that. Congratulations. The old you might not have been able to do that. The new you, this is all about the new you. You say goodbye to the old you and let the new you come in. And that's when twin flame soulmate union happens. Okay. I'll see you for the next one. I love it for you. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. And thanks for watching.